Hey, it's Brock here with Rock Hill Farms, and today we're going to do a little overview on this Champion 19-inch rear tine tiller, and then we're going to put it to use and see how good of a job it does. So a lot of you have known that I had this on the way because I came across a fantastic deal on these at Home Depot and shared that out, and I know a lot of the viewers ordered the same one, or they actually had a few different models on that. I got a message from a viewer saying that they had a $1,000 tiller being sold at Home Depot for $172 on clearance. And I checked it out and shared it, and a lot of people ordered it. A lot of people also told me I was sharing a scam, and I said, no, it's not a scam. I would vet something like this before I post it. And that's my advice to any of you guys, because there are so many spam and scam kind of stuff that gets put out there where they tell you you've won something or free this or that, and they're just trying to get your information. So when the viewers sent me this link and said, hey, check out these tillers, I did not click through their link. I went to homedepot.com, searched for tillers, and found the same deal. So that's how I knew it was a real thing and it was safe. Now, there was still a chance that it was an accident and that they would cancel the orders, but here it is. Now, I normally don't give any kind of positive testimonial about a product the day I get it, because how do you know it's any good? But what I can tell you is this is my 5th piece of equipment from Champion, and the other 4 have been phenomenal. I've got a 2-in-1 generator that runs off gas or propane, and it starts first pull every time. I think I've had that at least 4 or 5 years. I've got the log splitter, starts first time every time, and I leave it setting out in the rain and the weather. Been a great splitter. Then I have a Champion winch, and I've got a Champion power washer. Every bit of it's been great, and this looks exactly the same as far as the setup of the engine and the controls and everything. So I have no doubt this is going to be a quality unit. Now, it came in a shipping crate, and I had to put it together, but the assembly was very simple. It took maybe 10 minutes to put the wheels and the handles on and pour the oil in it. Oh, and you put the tines on, but they don't even bolt on. They're held with a pin and then a cotter on the other side of the bigger pin. So, not bad at all on the assembly. The only thing I'll say is don't try to use the included wrenches, which are always a super low quality, but they actually didn't fit. I had to go get some regular wrenches. But other than that, pretty smooth deal. I will also say that I'm no expert on tillers, but I've used them enough to know if you can get a front tine tiller or a rear tine, 100% go with the rear tine. Your front tine, the tines will pull it a little bit, but mainly you push it. It's not driven. Whereas the rear tine tillers are typically driven off of the engine. So right here we have a forward handle. You pull on this and it goes forward. You pull on this one, it goes backward. And then we've got a throttle right here that controls your engine speed, obviously, which also would be your travel speed. So pretty simple setup, and I'm going to try it first. I ordered this to use on the pumpkin patch behind me to till in between the plants, but it took like 3 weeks to get it, so there's no rows left. I think they sold so many of them so fast it was a delay. But anyway, I can't use it here. Now there's one little stretch here that I can do where the plants haven't grown out this way. But I can see a pumpkin right there that's the size of a basketball. Pumpkins are doing great. So I'm going to use it on this stretch right here. Then we're going to try to see if this will till some ground that hasn't been touched. I normally think of these walk-behind tillers as being great for going between rows or ground that you've already tilled or cultivated or plowed. They're not really, in my mind, designed to plow or to till ground that's just never been touched. But we're going to try it on that. All the Champion products I've used are the same in this regard. The top lever is a choke. The bottom one is a fuel on and off. I like to shut my equipment off by turning the fuel off and letting the carburetor empty out so nothing dries in it. But that's just me. So anyway, we've turned the fuel back on and we've choked it. I'm guessing one pull is going to start this, but we'll find out. The first pass was in previously tilled ground. The second pass was sitting on uneven ground where it had been tilled and where it hadn't. And it was a little bit more of a fight that time. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make a little patch here as if I was planting a garden on ground that has not ever been tilled. In the 3.5 years I've lived here, I've never touched this area of dirt. So let's just see how it does. And I'll probably cross it this way and then switch and go the other way. Okay, I don't know what else to say about it other than it did the job. Now, if I was just going in between the rows of an already planted garden, perfect tool for the job. The one that I've got that goes on my combi system is really too small for that. It just doesn't have the power. This one would be phenomenal. Now, full disclosure is I do have a previous relationship with Champion. I paid full price for my generator. I paid full price for my log splitter. I used both of those for a couple years. Then I contacted Champion and they provided me with the winch and the power washer. And that's been well over a year ago. I've not had any communication with Champion since then. I bought this at Home Depot like anybody else. But what I can say is honestly, I've had great experience with Champion products. And I don't expect this to be any different. And I'll put a link in the description of this video and the pinned comment to where you could order the same tiller that I've got. And I think it would be a good deal at regular price. But if you can catch it on sale when it's not gardening season, you might get an even better deal. Anyway, I appreciate you taking time to watch this video. I'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.